But going into the history of the company, it's a very young company, but the owner, Bruno, he started making cheese when he was an 11-year-old in Italy. He was making mozzarella and that. He emigrated to the U.S. and started up a few cheese companies here in the U.S., always in the sense of making a fresh Italian-style cheese. Again, mozzarella and burrata. He's from Puglia, Italy, and that's where burrata originated. He makes it in a traditional manner, as most of our products are made. We hand stretch our mozzarella, so it's a very, very thin outer shell. And the interior is shredded mozzarella and cream, which is called stracciatella. And so you can see the difference of the outer shell, how thick the competition is, and how the interior is more like a ricotta and not a stracciatella, which is the shredded mozz and cream. And as a thick outer skin, it's really cheaper for the manufacturer to make, and it's not really for your customer good value. With ours, being a real thin outer shell, the person is getting the best part and the most expensive part of the burrata, which is the interior, the stracciatella. A few years back, we introduced the mozzarella Tenenzi Silverton and the burrata, and she claimed it was her best burrata that she ever tasted as well. And since then, it went out to LA Times, it got expanded, and now we're just going full force. We do source from one dairy only, so our milk, we pay $1 more a gallon, so it's premium milk. So we hit the right butterfat content that we're looking for the style of cheeses we're making. It's 70% grass-fed and 30% with selected grains, so there's no corn whatsoever in the feed of the cattle. Again, when we start talking about a burrata, it's all handmade, and like our ricotta, the same thing. It's handmade. When we make our mozzarella, we recook the whey, and from that we hand scoop the ricotta out like they do in Italy. It's not made by machine where it's extruded, where the proteins get flattened and squished out, and you get more of a cottage cheese style ricotta. If you look at our ricotta, it's more like a cake, and that's the way it is in Italy. And likewise with our mascarpone, it's again, we pasteurize it, homogenize it. A lot of companies, what they do after homogenization, they add stabilizers and fillers in there and protein powders, so they get more volume out of it, but they also get a mascarpone that's like a Philly cream cheese, thick. Ours is not. Ours is like a whipped cream. It's real whippy and buttery, and it's just a much more flavorful feel. So we also, of course, the mozzarella is a big one of our products that we use. It's a good seller for us. We use no titanium or no nitrates whatsoever, which a lot of companies do to whiten their cheese. It's a chlorophyll base. If you look at, most people think of mozzarella being really white, but in generality, it's more of a yellowish cream color. But ours is more towards the white side, but we don't use any like I said, nitrates. So we have a scamorza as well, which is basically a mozzarella. After we make it, we soak it in salt water for 3 minutes to 5, and then we take it out and age it for another week. And then from there, we smoke it in real wood chips, and we don't use an oil. Caciocavallo is some more products we had come out with. We hit all the buzzwords too that everyone's looking for: gluten-free, vegetarian, no additives, no preservatives, non-GMO. We are HACCP approved. We're going to SQF2, which is even more stringent than the HACCP program. I think our last HACCP score was 98. So our facility is extremely, extremely clean.